No plans for Iron Man 2.
Let's be honest, Iron Man 2 didn't quite live up to expectations.
Have no idea what happened in Iron Man 2. Not gonna lie. Wait, was that with Whiplash? Oh, yeah, I hated this fucking scene. That villain was fucking dog shit, and the acting was even worse.
Please, come on!
Oh shit, that nigga Tony Sudos was crazy. Wait, what else happened in Iron Man 2? Oh, that's when him and War Machine was going crazy. Then he pulled out them lasers. Okay. So Iron Man 2 was ass. I really don't remember Iron Man 2 like that. What the fuck? I remember the first one though.
However, had director Jon Favreau had his way, Iron Man 2 could have been a much darker,
Kevin
more
Feige.
mature, and potentially better film than the first one, in much the same way that The Dark Knight improved upon Batman Begins. So let's dive in and find out what went wrong and what could have been Iron Man 2. When Jon Favreau first signed on to direct Iron Man, he not only planned for the film to be the first in a trilogy, but he planned to oversee that trilogy.
Happy's the fucking director of Iron Man 2? I do not know. I do not know actors or directors by their face. I want niggas to know. I don't even know actors or directors' names. I don't know that many actors. I know Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, Paul McCarthy. That's a fucking singer. Wait, who else do I know? Nicolas Cage, Jim Carrey, Robert Downey Jr., Samuel Jackson, Jamie Foxx, and then, damn, I think that's it. Who's the girl that played Barbie? Johnny, Wolf of Wall Street. I'm taking the kids and I'm moving in with my house. I'm from Jersey. Fuck. I forgot her name. Leonardo DiCaprio. What's the girl's name that played the Barbie? She's like Margaret Robbie. Margaret Robbie.
2, directing each installment in much the same way Christopher Nolan would do for his Dark Knight trilogy. In the first version of the Iron Man script, Mandarin was written as the film's villain, with the idea that Obadiah Stane would become Ironmonger in the sequels. However, during a meeting between Favreau and various comic book writers to get feedback on the script, comic book writer Mark Miller argued against using Mandarin, feeling he was too fantastical for Favreau's more grounded approach to Iron Man. After a 10-second silence, which allegedly felt like an eternity, Favreau would agree, as the team would then proceed to rewrite the script to make Ironmonger the main villain instead.
Yo, that nigga was trash. Oh no, that movie was garbage.
You'll never see me coming.
Later, Favreau would say, I look at Mandarin more like how in Star Wars you had the Emperor, but Darth Vader is the guy you want to see fight. Then you work your way to...
I want y'all niggas to know I haven't seen a single Star Wars movie in my whole life. I just got on to Harry Potter the other day, and I didn't even finish it. I put that bitch on in the background. I might have been stroking my shit. But I stopped stroking my shit because the movie started getting good. I was like, first off, I almost lost to a Gemini succubus. Second off, oh, these niggas, I seen them hop on the white dragon when they broke inside that prison in the vault. They broke inside that vault. They hopped on the dragon. I was like, oh, shit, nigga. Dragons, coins, magic. Put this shit down. Then I started watching it. I didn't finish it, though.
At the time when lightning bolts are shooting out of the fingers and all that stuff could happen. But you can't have what happened in Return of the Jedi happen in A New Hope. You just can't do it. And while the first Iron Man is largely a standalone film with some teases and setups for a larger universe, the second film was criticized for taking that a little too far. The film's primary storyline taking a backseat to setting up future movies. And there's a very good reason for this, and that's because Iron Man 2 was not originally supposed to be a part of Phase 1. In its place would have been an Edgar Wright directed Ant-Man film. However, after that got delayed and following Iron Man's enormous success and fan enthusiasm to Nick Fury's post-credit cameo, Marvel immediately greenlit a sequel, hoping to try and catch lightning.
Let me read that shit. What's in them
Nick
files,
Fury's
my nigga?
Post-credit cameo, Marvel
Studios announced Monday it will release Iron Man 2 on April 30th, 2010, following the success of the first the first in the comic book franchise, was pulled in $104.2 million domestically since opening last Tuesday, and $201 million worldwide. Four other films based on Marvel superheroes were also announced. Thor, due out June 4, 2010. The first Captain America, May 6, 2011. The Avengers, July 2011. And Ant-Man, which is in development but has not been released. Marvel also has The Incredible Hulk starring Edward Norton coming out June 13th from Universal Studios. This has Downey's character Tony Stark makes an appearance in next month The Incredible Hulk. The Hulk could turn up in Iron Man 2. Marvel Studios chairman David Massel said during a conference call to discuss the company's earnings and the Avengers. What the fuck was that sentence? The Avengers consist of rotating roster of Marvel heroes, including original member Iron Man, Hulk, Ant-Man, Thor. That's crazy, Chad. Imagine if they continue with that garbage ass shit. I can see the return of this Ant-Man movie might have been good. The Hulk movie would have been good too. See the return of virtually any of the franchise characters. And controlling our destiny. Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Immediately greenlit a sequel, hoping to try and catch lightning in a bottle a second time, accelerating plans for an Avengers film while laying the groundwork for it in Iron Man 2. However, Favreau wanted to focus on his Iron Man trilogy and try to keep the stories more self-contained, as he was not enthusiastic about the idea of superhero crossovers and team-ups. And that's because the constantly shifting dynamics within the MCU made it virtually impossible for Favreau to plan ahead and map out a cohesive path for his Iron Man trilogy.
This isn't gonna change what happened. I don't care. He killed my mom.
As he'd say, in theory, Iron Man 3 is going to be a sequel or continuation of Thor, Hulk, Captain America, and Avengers. This whole world, I have no idea what it is. I don't think they do either, from conversations I've had with those guys. Compounding matters was the fact that Iron Man 2 was incredibly
I need to get on the Marvel writing team. I think they need a little help in the direction that they're going. They're doing like little. First off, who the fuck decided to go with She-Hulk? I just want to just look at you and I just want to say I appreciate everything you done for Marvel, but we want to part ways with you. My nigga, that shit was trash. Whoever did She-Hulk, let's get them out of here. The Marvels, get your bags. Get the fuck out of here. Thor 3, Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, you should know what I'm finna say. Stop on the break room, get you a little snack, but then get the fuck on out of here. Black Widow. I'm not gonna say it's your fault, my nigga, but the CGI in that movie was some you know what I'm saying? I could have did that shit on Photoshop, but y'all niggas. I'm going to give you a second chance. But Daredevil will revive these niggas.
Iron Man 1's release, and without consulting either Favreau or Downey, Marvel announced that a sequel would be coming in exactly 24 months, giving Favreau less time to make it than the first one. Contrast this with Christopher Nolan on his Batman trilogy, which would see Nolan not only take his time to craft each follow-up film, but also direct other movies like The Prestige and Inception in between each outing. Favreau, on the other hand, had no such luxury, which is why he was even hesitant to return at all. Plus, Marvel allegedly lowballed him, which led Favreau to hold out, feeling he deserved a significant raise after the enormous success of the first film. This stalemate in what were allegedly difficult negotiations would last 2 months, and also cost Favreau time he desperately needed to work on the film, as he'd now have 22 months to make it instead of 24. With Favreau signed on, and at Downey's insistence, they'd immediately hire actor and writer Justin Theroux, who wrote Tropic Thunder, the movie that earned Downey an Oscar nod to pen the Iron Man 2 script. And while going into Iron Man 2, both Downey and Favreau.
Where the fuck is this nigga's hands? That's some Gen V shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Writer Justin Theroux, who wrote Tropic Thunder, the movie that.
Yo, I don't think that's how it would look if your fucking wrist got blown off. I think it'd be fucking blood spewing anywhere, and I'd be in this bitch. Look, I'll be going crazy.
earned Downey an
Honestly, if my hands out blown off like that, shoot me in the fucking head. Peel my motherfucking muffin cap back blue, my nigga. I don't want to be here no more.
Oscar nod to pen the Iron Man 2 script. And while
It's
going
like
into
there's a
Iron Man
couple
2,
injuries in my life that happen to me. I'm gonna kill myself. I just want them to know that. If I don't even want to say them, but yeah.
Downey and Favreau were eager to adapt the
I
famous
said I had a dream that I went deaf. Oh my god, this shit fucked me up. This shit fucked me up bad. Look, I was chilling in the kitchen, talking to my dad, and I don't know. I think he was mad, and then I was doing the dishes, and then my ears just started ringing. And I was just like, and then I can't hear, but I couldn't even hear myself say I couldn't hear, and my ears just started hurting, and then I woke up. It's like, nigga, that was a nightmare for me. Like how y'all niggas be scared of the boogly boogly monster. That was it for me. Nigga, I woke up like this. Oh shit, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, I'm talking about, oh, this is scared the fuck.
famous demon in a bottle
I practice my crying and shit when I act. Y'all know I can make myself cry, Chad.
storyline, which sees Tony Stark battle alcoholism.
Tony
Much to
Stank.
fans' disappointment, the film would never fully commit to it,
Get the
and
black
instead
hands
settle
off
for
that.
a watered-down, half-hearted attempt at incorporating some of the storyline's elements. And there were several reasons for this. Firstly, Hancock had come out the same summer
Nah, Hancock is amazing.
as Iron Man, and that film also saw its superhero protagonist turn to the bottle. Favreau, worried about the similarities to the Demon in a Bottle storyline,
Yo, where's that suit at? I like that suit. We haven't had that suit ever.
didn't want audiences to feel like he was copying Hancock. Not only that, but Marvel had major reservations about depicting their golden goose as
Pepper
an
Cox.
alcoholic, worried it would hurt the film's
Oh,
potential
Pepper
box
Potts.
office with younger audiences, as well as depress sales of toys and merchandise for the character. Writer Justin
Fuck out of here, little nigga.
Thoreau would go on to say, a 13-year-old kid does not want to see drunken Tony Stark. We didn't want to
Bro, make it for the adults then, bro. Kids don't have money, my nigga. But the toys, though, it's only the toys. But, chat, you know what's crazy? Now that can change because kids don't really play with toys as much. I'm pretty sure the shelves are fucking down, my nigga. Because kids don't really buy toys. Like, kids don't play with toys. Like, only iPads and shit. So now they could definitely do more like hardcore shit because it will appeal to the older audience.
do the Leaving Las Vegas version of Iron Man 2. A casualty of this was the film's original opening, which saw Stark drunk or hungover and vomiting in a toilet as he argues with Pepper before dropping into what we think is a highly dangerous mission, only for it to be revealed that it's the Stark Expo instead. Not only is this scene hilarious,
Give me some Advil.
I don't have Advil. I've got Motrin.
Motrin. I'm telling you, there was something seriously
Yes, there
wrong
is something seriously
with giving
wrong
a
with
grown
you.
man Motrin.
It's a
I'm
brand
not on
name.
my cycle,
It's
Pepper!
ibuprofen.
but it also establishes
I
Stark's
have no idea what Motrin is.
alcoholism
Yeah, you look
The
like you look
fuck
every day
is
like
that?
you have a hangover.
and anxiety being a superhero.
I'm not doing this mission!
We're not aborting the mission. Do you have any idea the level of coordination it took for the DOD to approve this?
Send him flowers.
Which frankly is what makes him so relatable and unique, setting him apart from other heroes in the genre. And the same goes for Downey himself, as one of the reasons he was cast and what made him perfect for the role was that the actor struggled
Yo,
for
chat.
years with his own
What the fuck is on my dick? Pause. It's like a bump. It's not even on my dick. It's like, what is this? I'm infected. Yo, this is some nut shit. Nigga, is this an ingrown hair? Chat, on God, it's like something sticking up. I got it. The fuck is this, my nigga? I don't know. I think it might be ingrown hair.
substance abuse issues before overcoming them.
I did shave.
1996, the actor violated his probation when he
Oh.
fled from a detox center. His rehab stemming from several drug and weapons arrests, but a judge sent him back. A year later, he skipped a court-ordered drug test and spent the next 4 months in the LA County Jail. 1999, Downey skipped another drug test
Robert
and was
Downey,
sent
you're
back to
fucking
rehab. But
crazy.
this time, a judge gave Downey hard time. state prison for nearly 1 year.
Allegedly,
Damn.
Downey's wife, Susan, who was an executive producer on the picture, also pushed back against the demon in the bottle plotline out of concerns that her husband would relapse while playing an alcoholic. The first Iron Man was famously made without a completed script. As Jeff Bridges would call it, a $200 million student film.
We would often come to work, and there would be no script for that scene today, and we would muster in my trailer with Favreau and Robert Downey and the suits, man, the guys from Marvel.
Right.
And we would sit in there, and I would say, okay, Robert, you play me, and I'll play your guy. So we change parts. Favreau would be calling writer friends of his. He said, here's the scene. Now, you got any ideas?
Goodness.
Meanwhile, the crew's in there tapping their foot, ready to go to work.
So you would think that on the sequel, they would have learned their lesson.
least they're on a
Unfortunately,
clock.
due to both the film's condensed shooting schedule in
that's a
combination
rollie.
with Downey's constant ad-libbing and improvisation, meant they went into production not only without a finished script, but with an ever-changing one too. This meant writer Justin Theroux had to be on
Yo,
set for most of the shoot.
why the
revising
fuck did I think
enormous
that was
chunks of
Captain
dialogue
America?
every night to fit what Downey had changed.
Yo,
the
Chad,
story.
I seen Cap in this little interview. That nigga is not natty, bro. I'm sorry. Well, first off, the nigga's juiced. But like, Chris, what's it? Wait, who plays Captain America? Oh, Chris Evans. Chris Evans. Oh, GG's. Yeah, look. Chris Evans. They got a workout for Captain America.
Chris Evans has always looked good, but for his role as Captain
Gay. But it's okay. It's your month.
America in the MCU, he really had to bulk up. In just 3 months, our boy Chris Evans went from 170 to 180, all while...
Oh my God, that nigga. Whoa! I'm homo. Look, hold on.
because of his constant improving. To make matters worse.
Oh yeah, that nigga still not natty though.
First, Marvel was much more hands-on this time too, and butted heads with Favreau repeatedly, forcing him to shoehorn plot threads into the film to set up the
Scarlet
Avengers.
Widow.
Reportedly, both Favreau and Downey were unhappy about it, and the end result was not the film Favreau wanted to make, leaving some bad blood between Favreau, Marvel, and even Downey. This is also one of the reasons why Favreau wasn't asked back for Iron Man 3. However, the feeling was mutual, as Favreau didn't
that
want to
Peter
come
Griffin?
back after his grueling and disappointing experience making the second film. And speaking of people that didn't come back, Terrence Howard would famously be replaced by Don Cheadle.
Look, it's me. I'm here to deal with it. Let's move on.
On the first film, Howard was the first actor cast, coming off his Academy Award-nominated performance in Hustle and Flow. But it may surprise you to learn that Favreau originally wanted
Silver
to cast
Suit is
Don
my
Cheadle
favorite.
instead.
Because really, initially, they wanted Don in that role. And my agent pushed me into the role.
And Howard's agent would net him a 3-picture deal and a $4.5 million payday for the first film. Whereas Downey, who was totally washed up at this point in his career, was paid a mere $500,000.
I did a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Jon Favreau did a movie called Zathura. They both tanked, and we were both really hungry to try to
Just
do
like that
something
Dr.
would make an
Dolittle
impact.
shit
and
you was
when
in.
Iron Man came out, everyone that knew me and loved me
I
said,
just disrespected one of the goats. I'm sorry. Truly, I'm sorry. Okay.
this will do until the dark
Is that guy
Knight comes out."
Jewish?
And because of Downey's history and lack of star power at the time,
Oh, no, we're not ready for you yet, sir. Will you please go back out, wait with the others?
Marvel was very hesitant to cast him, leading Howard to allege that he offered to
Yo,
take
I
a
just
$1 million
realized
pay cut.
The Matrix might have been the greatest movie I've ever seen. Top 5.
From his salary if they cast Downey. And while Howard was certainly no slouch in the finished cut of the film, it's clear that one of the main reasons for the film's success was Downey's incredible career revitalizing performance, which is
This nigga
why for the
almost
sequel
bust his
he asked for a
ass.
much deserved raise. Now Terrence Howard will tell you that to pay Downey on the second film, Marvel cannibalized his salary.
The person that I helped become Iron Man, when it was time to re-up for the second one, took the money that was supposed to go to me.
Dude, you're
and
black.
pushed me
What
out.
do you
and
expect?
I called my friend that I helped get the first job, and he didn't call me back for 3 months.
And while it's true,
Chad, these niggas don't really be your friend, bro. Like, I think, like, you got, like, I'm not calling my old co-workers from my old jobs friends like that. Like, a couple of them niggas, I ain't gonna lie, we do be exchanging numbers every time we see each other. We did that like twice, but you know, I got a new phone now. I still got the old one, but like we was co-workers, my nigga. I don't need new friends.
That the studio did go to Howard's agent with
I love meeting new people.
Reduced offer. The reason Howard gives to pay Downey is not exactly correct. On the first film, Favreau was unhappy with Howard's performance and spent a lot of time during editing trying to find what he felt were usable takes of Howard, eventually recutting and reshooting scenes he was in. In addition to this, it's alleged that Howard was difficult to work with. As a result of this, on the second film, Favreau instructed writer Justin Theroux to minimize Colonel Rhodes' presence in the film. Once Marvel got wind of this, however, they didn't think it made sense to pay Howard even more than he made on the first film to appear in a significantly smaller role, and thus went to the actor with a lower salary offer.
Second time they came and they said, we think the movie would be successful with or without you, so instead of the $8 million that we've said we're going to pay you, we're going to let you come back for $1 million.
What exactly happened next?
That's funny.
Known, but either Howard balked at the idea and quit, or was fired. The role would then be beefed back up before being offered to Don Cheadle, who would only have an hour to decide if he wanted to take it or not.
They called me. I was at my daughter's.
I know Don Cheadle's 57 now.
Birthday party, laser tag game, and you know, it was a 6 or 7, I think 6 picture deal, and you know, you do the math. That's like 12 years. I said, I'm at my daughter's birthday party. They said, well, we need you to do it in an hour. I'm like, I just got here. They're like, oh, take 2 hours.
And speaking of offers being given to actors, Emily Blunt was originally offered the role of Black Widow, but had no choice but to turn it down as she had scheduling conflicts with Gulliver's Travels, which she was contractually obligated to do. And you can tell she's still bitter about it to this day.
You were offered the role of Black Widow in the Marvel series.
Yeah.
And that's a great
so glad it was fucking Scarlett Johansson. Cause who the fuck is Emily Blunt, my nigga? I have no idea who that is. A British actor, isn't it? She's married to John Krasinski. What the fuck? Nigga, is this Reed Richards? Nigga, that is Reed Richards. He's been replaced though. He was trash anyway. She was in A Quiet Place, Oppenheimer. The Devil Wears Prada. What the fuck? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that movie just looks good. The Devil Wears Prada, Fool Guy, Edge of Tomorrow, Quiet Place 2. Wait, nigga, is she the star of Quiet Place? Oh, I do know who she is. Let's see if I've seen any other of these movies. Fuck no.
For Scarlett Johansson, but that would have been a great role for you too, and a slam dunk big role.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to turn it down because you're so fucking busy that you were doing Gulliver's Travels at that point.
No. I actually do want to clean up the story on Gulliver's Travels. I was contracted to do Gulliver's Travels. I didn't want to do Gulliver's Travels.
Then there was Mickey Rourke, who, like Downey before him, also had revitalized his career coming off his Academy Award-nominated performance in The Wrestler. And just like Downey on the first film, Marvel was hesitant to cast him. Favreau, however, urged Marvel to trust him, just like they trusted him when he pushed for Downey, arguing that Rourke was perfect for the part of Vanko, precisely because his career path mirrored that of Downey's, which further served as a parallel to the similar journeys of both Vanko and Stark. After Downey spent the award season trying to convince Rourke to do it, he finally showed up for a meeting with 3 demands. His character had to keep his hair in a samurai bun, speak with a Russian accent, and he had to have a bird on his shoulder.
I want my bird.
A bird? You want a bird?
I want my bird.
I can get you a bird, I can get you 10 birds.
I want my bird.
All 3 demands would be met. However, Marvel wouldn't meet his salary demands, offering him a mere $250,000 for the part. After balking at it, Downey agreed to kick in a portion of his $10 million payday to help meet Rourke's asking price. From here, Rourke would pour himself
What
into
a good fucking guy, chat. Wow, that's amazing. He came out of his own pocket to help that They giving niggas 200,000. That's
the role and steep himself in Russian prison culture. However, after he saw the film, he would be disappointed to learn that a lot of his scenes were left on the cutting room floor, and suggested that Favreau didn't have any balls for letting Marvel cut out the bulk of his performance.
The Marvel people ruined my performance in Iron Man. Yeah, they left all the good shit on the floor because they just wanted him to be a one-dimensional bad guy, and that's boring.
Rounding out the film's cast was Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer, who was originally Favreau's first choice to play Tony Stark, but lost the role following Downey's incredible screen test.
How did Robert Downey Jr. become Iron Man?
It was God's will.
That's it, really?
Well, and a pretty good screen test.
You're never gonna get me in the sack with that attitude. Crudité?
It's worth noting that in early versions of the Iron Man 2
Silly.
script, Justin Hammer created
So
different
silly.
villains in addition to Whiplash, like Ghost, before the idea was scrapped. And unlike the
oh,
version
that
of
bitch
Ghost
was
we'd eventually
garbage. That fucking movie was trash as shit.
get in Ant-Man and the
I didn't like that villain.
Wasp, where her powers are a result of the quantum realm, Iron Man 2's version of Ghost would have stayed more true to the comics, with the character's powers coming from an advanced tech suit via Hammer Industries. Sam
Justin
Jackson,
Hammer.
who showed up in a cameo as Nick Fury.
It's Samuel Jackson, my nigga. Get it right. That's my guy.
First film almost didn't come back.
Yo, who's the actor that played Cottonmouth in fuck in Luke Cage? It's on the tip of my tongue. Chat, I think my memory is fucked. Herschel Ali. He's probably my favorite actor right now.
Which would have thrown a real wrench into Marvel's plans for building towards the Avengers.
Well, I only did it for like a few minutes, and I'm not real sure that I'm going to have the opportunity to do that again because we've been having some difficulty coming to an agreement.
Is it something that you would like to do again?
I would love to do it. I'm not sure that they would love for me to do it. It seems as though they're having money problems.
No, okay.
They're caught up in the economic crisis also.
Oh,
Hey, they having that shit now though. This
Eventually,
is years
they come
ago.
to terms, as it would have been a huge L for Marvel to introduce Sam Jackson as Nick Fury in Iron Man 1.
Imagine if they did a white Nick Fury, chat.
Only to have to recast him in the second film, especially considering what happened with recasting Terrence Howard and even eventually Edward Norton as the Hulk. Iron Man 2 also originally had a different ending to Stark's fight with Vanko. In the original ending, after Stark and Rhodes defeat Vanko and his drones, Vanko dies by suicide by blowing up his suit along with the defeated drones, hoping to take Stark, Rhodes, and Pepper down with him. He ends up failing on all counts as Stark races to save Pepper, rescuing her in the nick of time. The original ending, however, sees Vanko hold Pepper hostage. To understand how they defeat him, though, we first have to go back to an earlier deleted scene that sees Tony toss a nanoball he created to Pepper, which would have been a nice bit of foreshadowing for how he eventually uses this technology to create his nanotech suit. Back to the original ending of Iron Man 2.
Those suits is not as clean no more, man. That CGI, Photoshop, green screen. I'm not fucking with that bullshit no more. They trying to save money, cut corners, cut costs. On Avengers 5, bro, I don't want to see none of that shit. If you look, I'm gonna keep it a stat. If you want a movie that's gonna be better than Avengers, I need to see I need y'all niggas to start spending money on the wardrobe. The suits was crispy back then. They not that crispy no more.
Which sees Pepper toss the nanoball to Tony to use to defeat Vanko. And while Favreau ended up changing the scene to add a little more action to the end of the film, had it stayed in, it would have been another example of how Tony constantly upgrades his suit after discovering its weaknesses in the field.
How'd you solve the icing problem?
Icing problem.
Even though Iron Man 2 received a mixed reception upon release, it was still a hit at the box office, and successfully laid the groundwork for the MCU. However, the cost of rushing it into production and using it as a launching pad for the Avengers meant sacrificing Favreau's vision for a proper trilogy. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Bullets and Blockbusters.
Well, don't tell me what to do, bitch. I appreciate that video, though, fuck nigga.
Bye, have a beautiful time.